What up, everybody? I'm Jack Slater, aka the Comic Outlaw. Yeah! And I hope you're ready because we're doing a what if. What if Spider-Man had kept his cosmic powers? What if he stayed the captain, the El Capitan, Captain Marvel? And there's been a few Captain Marvels, and this is kind of interesting. This is one of the holders of the cosmic power. He lost it. And this is just giving you an example of what cosmic ability is. This is another world. The dog ends up getting the cosmic ability. Yes, the Bowser. Bow, bow, bow. Cha-cha-cha. Anyways, the dog comes out, saves these two people, and basically this cosmic energy finds the most noble person, or one of. Spider-Man was gifted this power, and he was able to take out different villains, people. It was all based on necessity, the universe's plan. But in this case, he didn't lose his powers. His powers stayed with him. The uni power. Now, basically the universal power, the power of life, the opposite of death. And yeah, he has a power. His eyes are white. It's a side effect. He gives her a nice redo. I love the costume. And yeah, he battles all these aliens, all this stuff, these conflicts that would take weeks to end. He ends in a day. And Captain America's wondering if this power is going to corrupt. Absolutely. He battles the Hobgoblin, for example. And this is interesting. He's able to push the demon out of him and make him human again. His power set is that much stronger than what he was. This would have took months to deal with. And yeah, he's with Mary Jane. He gives her a cute little stuffed bunny. And she's beginning to notice a change in Peter. He has all this power to do all this good. And yet, he's missing out parts of his life. He flies off, and then this is kind of an audition for Venom. At this point, Venom kind of wants to be a good guy, but he wants to prove himself to Spider-Man. And you're probably wondering why he doesn't sense him. He has like a psychic shield that protects him from psychics. It's very interesting the way the symbiote adapts to certain situations. And of course, Spider-Man takes him up to the atmosphere just to demonstrate his power. And he actually lets Venom become a hero. So certain villains and heroes, or certain villains become heroes. It's completely fascinating. He said his power is so much on another level, he can't deal with the small things. He clears out all the pollution from the ocean. He misses his time with Mary Jane. He's off doing all this great stuff. All this great stuff, but he's missing the small things. And when he's with his Aunt May, she accidentally tries to take off his glasses and he gets a psychic disruption. He actually hears the cries and the screams from people all over the world. Any conflict, anything. His compassion is basically changing him. It's making him miss the little things in life. It's overtaking everything. He solves world conflicts. He goes to other nations. Using this power and this greater responsibility, he doesn't let people solve their own problems. He's out solving everyone else's problem. His compassion is overtaking everything in his life. And compassion is not a bad thing. We all have compassion. But you have to live your own life. You have to have a cup of coffee every once in a while. And Mary Jane is realizing she's losing her husband. She's losing her husband to these cosmic powers. Until one day, out of nowhere, he literally crashes into the Avengers mansion. Well, Avengers building, you know, they have a few places here and there. Grabs Thor and says that 150 billion lives need him. Takes him to Africa and demands that he makes it rain. I mean, all this is starting to come to a head. Thor is tired of him, tired of his self-righteousness, and him and Thor get into it. But Spider-Man has these cosmic powers, so he's able to overtake Thor. Like I said, his compassion is blinding him to everything, just like vengeance can blind you to something. And this is where Doom takes the opportunity to attack, trying to absorb his powers, and he brings the previous Captain Marvel out. He lost his abilities during acts of vengeance, but Doom saw a shred of it there and was able to utilize it and figure out a way to absorb it for himself. What I mean is, vengeance can overtake you, is that you become blind by it, like Batman is. We could be blind by compassion too. And as Doom fires his beam, Spider-Man separates from the power cosmic, and he realizes that he's been doing too much. But Doom, and this is cool, Doom absorbs the power cosmic only for a second, and it goes back into Spider-Man, but it's enough time to realize who he is. And with that, he uses the gun on himself and fires a beam out, touching everyone on Earth with the power cosmic, with the power of compassion. And at that moment, all become one. They sense each other's problems. They sense who they are inside, their needs, their wants, and they find out that it's all the same. And of course, Spider-Man wakes up in his tighty-whities and becomes a normal human. And soon thereafter, Mary Jane gives birth to a daughter with her eyes glowing white. What's the story behind this? Well, we'll find out the next time, won't we? Maybe. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Yeah.